their 2.3% dip in sales.
So
That's
it's going to
not-
be sold at prom while they're wearing bow ties?
Younger
Yes.
drinkers.
Yes.
Younger drinkers. That's what they've said it black and white, right?
That's not going to appeal to anybody. They're just being stupid.
Yeah.
That's all right. They spend a lot of money on being stupid. And
Too many gimmicks.
Yeah.
Bravo for them.
It's a cheap gimmick that they're trying to combat the craft beer movement.
Too many gimmicks. Quit doing all these freaking stupid gimmicks and just put your beer out there and hope you can survive.
Have you guys ever seriously ever met a guy or anyone, a girl, lady, anyone that's gone, you know what? Budweiser is the best beer I have ever had in my life. Really?
I have.
Yes.
Holy shit.
I live in the South, dude. Come on. This is all they drink.
Yeah.
Welcome to NASCAR.
The alcoholic neighbor that is next to my parents' house, he loves Budweiser.
Fuck Budweiser.
Yeah.
That is the worst shit I've ever had in my life. It really is. It's awful. And if they want to appeal to, obviously, the craft beer movement is going really, really well. It's taken sales out of the tops of all these big beer companies. Why? Because it's different. It tastes better. It tastes different from the normal fishy Budweiser that's out there. So if you want to get like people to appeal to your product, change it. Or at least come up with another version.
They put it in a bow tie can.
But here's the: if they change it, you're going to get all the people that actually like it going, "Why did they change my beer?"
Yeah.
Well, I
So
don't
they're
know.
kind of stuck.
Yeah.
All they can do is change packaging and marketing
Yeah, they are.
campaigns.
Is
But
that,
at the
is
same
that the thing? They're
point-
stuck? They're stuck in a rut, aren't they?
They are, but at
Possibly.
the same point, don't like when you think of a Budweiser drinker, I think of a NASCAR guy not wearing a bow tie unless it's on a T-shirt. So why would you do that? You know what I mean? Why would you do that
Tie on a
packaging?
T-shirt.
I don't know. I don't
It took
get
me
it.
a second to realize what she said, and it was funny.
Plus, it's owned by the Japanese. So if you really think you're drinking an American
What?
product, yes.
And
Japanese
Japan
product.
bought it, what, 3 years ago, 4 years
Yeah,
ago?
3 years
Did
ago.
they?
Yes. So,
We
keep drinking
reported it
that.
on the show.
Keep drinking that American beer there, boy.
I never knew that.
Yeah.
I learned
Christ.
something new every day.
I brought it up for
Technically,
2
don't we,
years
like-
on the show.
Don't we, like, technically own Japan, though?
No.
I mean,
No.
come on.
Hell no.
China owns us.
Oh, that's what it
So-
is. My fault. My bad.
All right.
And if we own Japan and China owns us, doesn't China own Japan?
Oh, yeah. Let's not think about that.
All right. Before we continue into tech, I'd like to thank Bronco Drews in the chat room. We have Nick
Rick
is in the
from the
chat room,
Resistance.
and we have Dino in the chat room as well. So thanks, guys.
The
for
other
joining
Rick
us.
is in there, too.
Oh, the other Rick? I didn't even see him. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he's in there somewhere.
The other. R-I-C-K.
He's lost in there.
I know. What the
The one who likes the K as opposed to me.
hell? All right.
Technology!
This is coming up pretty shortly here. Apple is going to be unveiling their new iOS operating system for the iPhone 5 and maybe the iPhone 4 and 4S. I'm not sure. Usually it trickles down to those two phones below the current one as well. But so what's the big deal about this one? Well, they're going to be changing the UI look, the whole look of the user interface. Everyone's pretty familiar with the operating system, the iPhone operating system. It's very shiny. It's very skeuomorphic, which means like for notes, there's like a leather-bound notepad. That's what skeuomorphism is. It's like digitalization of like real things. Right? That's what Apple's kind of known for. Well, they're going to wipe this shit right off the table because Johnny Ives now is in charge of the and he was in charge of the vice president of industrial design. Now he oversees the software design as well, and he is breaking the mold from what Steve Jobs and Forstall kind of installed with the current look of the iPhone operating system. And what they're going to do is go very like flat and like really simple colors. Think, Aaron, can you think of it? Windows 8.
Yeah, I was gonna say it looks like tiles.
Yeah.
It's not a pretty operating system. If this is an actual shot of it,
This is a mock-up
yeah,
that we have in the show notes right now.
it's meh. It's not wowing
It's
the
simple.
crap out of me.
It's simple.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go ahead, Rick.
Do you think that the guy who took this over was like when Steve Jobs died, just went, yes, I can finally do it the way I want?
Well, Forstall didn't want to do this at all. He was very skeuomorphic, and so was Steve Jobs. And Johnny Ive is more like, he's responsible for making the iPhone how it looks, that cool industrial design right from the beginning, or its current form is more industrial. But I think it's a fine change. I mean, as long as they just update it just a teeny bit. That's kind of what all the phones are kind of going towards now, is this very simple, they call it flat and black and white.
Simple, stupid.
Yeah. So, let's see. The lock screen, iOS 7 will drop the shiny transparent time bar on the top of the lock screen in exchange for a shiny free black interface. And additionally, the square grid of entering the PIN code has been replaced with a round black buttons and white text and white borders. So it's going to change. The lock screen is going to change a lot. The notification pane is going to change. It's going to. Oh, it's still going to do the center drop down panel. Doesn't it have currently has a dark linen background right now?
It can.
Okay, well,
you can change the background whatever you want.
Yeah.
So
okay. Well, the new one out of the box is supposedly going to be like dark gray, black color with white text. So
originally it was looks like raindrops behind it.
Oh, okay.
Like out of the box.
Yeah. Can you tell I use Android? I don't.
Yeah,
I play with iPhones, but I don't use them from on a day-to-day basis. But all this is going to be is expected to be unveiled at Apple's Worldwide Developer Conference. That's WWDC in June, and the keynote is typically scheduled for June 10th. In fact, I do believe it is scheduled June 10th. So we'll kind of see what happens. And again, it'll roll out to the iPhone 5 and probably the 4 and the 4S as well. So look for updates.
There's still a lot of the 4s and 4Ss out there. I think they have to trickle it down.
Yeah, I think so. So it's just going to be a little refresh, a little different direction, and I think they need it. I think some stuff needs to change right now. And
you know what could change?
Yeah,
the fucking iPhone commercials.
I don't even watch
More
TV.
pictures are taken with the iPhone than any other phone.
Well, they say
music.
50% of all photos on the internet are taken with an iPhone right now.
I believe, yeah.
It's just,
I've seen that.
I get it. I just don't care. Like, I didn't need. I didn't need the stat.
Of course we don't.
Yeah,
it's a stupid. Okay, so in other words, you're telling somebody randomly that fact that they think that matters. That doesn't fucking matter. It's a useless fact.
Yeah, that's true. They're just, I mean, they Apple, they work the numbers. Like, they start their keynotes off with, we've sold this many of this product and this much.
It's like McDonald's and hamburgers.
Kiss my ass. So, yeah, I mean, they're all about the numbers, so it doesn't, even their commercials don't surprise. They're all about gloating, and they're not ashamed to do it. And that's their thing, whatever. We're going to kind of keep this show a little tight because
it's late.
It is late, but we also are doing our listener call-in show, and we're going to be doing that after Science or after the Web Gem this week. After the Web Gem, I believe. Is that what we're doing?
Sure.
Okay.
Why not?
In the meantime, we're going to take a commercial break real quick, and then afterwards we're going to get into some movies. Rick's got some info for us, and definitely, we have a science section this week as well. And you want to stay tuned because it's better than fire ants. I'll just leave it at that, all right?
Okay.
It's better than fire ants. All right, stay tuned. We'll be right back.
It's hot.
This week's episode of Tanked is brought to you by Audible.com. Audible is offering Tank listeners a free audiobook download of your choice with a 30-day free trial to give you an opportunity to check out their service. Listen to the most popular and current books on the go on your iPhone, iPad, Android, or Kindle with the Audible app. Use your free audiobook credit to download the latest bestsellers like Divergent by Veronica Roth, Life of Pi by Jan Martel, or The Hobbit by J.R.R. Tolkien, or choose from 100,000 other books. To download your free audiobook today, visit audibletrial.com/tanked. Again, that's audibletrial.com/tanked for your free audiobook. We thank Audible and our listeners for your support of Tanked.
More worry, Ray. It's getting crowded in there, and all my recent data points to something big on the horizon.
What do you mean, the big?
Well, let's say this Twinkie represents the normal amount of psychokinetic energy in the New York area. According to this morning's sample, it would be a Twinkie 35 feet long, weighing approximately 600 pounds.
That's a big Twinkie.
We could be on the verge of a fourfold cross-rip. A PKE surge of incredible, even dangerous proportions.
We just had a visit from the Environmental Protection Agency. How's the grid holding up? Not good. Tell them about the Twinkie. What about the Twinkie?
Welcome back to the show. Did you take a bathroom break?
No.
I never went either. Could you tell?
Ghostbusters awesomeness.
Yeah, I haven't played that one in a while, so I thought that would be a good thing to play. So, Rick, what's going on in movies this week?
Well, I just got to go see a movie that's not going to be out for 2 weeks.
Oh, what's that?
Called This Is the End.
Oh, okay. Who's in this?
It's the Seth Rogen and his little crew, Jay Baruchel and Jonah Hill and all those guys. Their little end of the world comedy. Mm-hmm. It's really funny. Seth Rogen was actually at the movie theater we were at, him and the writer Evan Goldberg, or director Evan Goldberg, and they were kind of doing a little quick, red carpet and introduced the movie for everybody, and it was kind of cool. He's exactly what you see. Seth Rogen is exactly what you expect him. He's not anything different. But the movie's very funny. It starts with a party at James Franco's house, and then just goes from there. And it's just this end of the world movie, and it's pretty cool. It's a lot of fun. A lot of coming and dick jokes. A lot of them.
Really? I would expect
like
that.
Almost too many. Danny McBride's in it, and he's hilarious. It's a good flick. It comes out on June 12th, and I would definitely say when it comes out, pay full price, and you probably wouldn't be too disappointed. It's pretty damn funny.
Really?
And I don't want to give anything away with it. It's just a lot of setups. They make fun of themselves a lot. They make fun of their roles in other movies a lot, and they just, if you've seen the trailers for This Is the End, then you totally know what you're getting with these guys. It's pretty funny.
Yeah. So this comes out this week?
June 12th. So we've got a couple weeks.
Okay. All right. Very good.
Got to see it kind of early, which was nice. Box office this weekend, Fast and the Furious. I didn't see this coming. 117 million.
Really?
No way I thought that movie would pull 117 million. I thought it would have a big weekend.
They greenlit 7, 8, 9, 10 already.
10, 12, 13,
They
15,
did not.
26,
They're going to...
Oh,
it's a moneymaker.
7 was already greenlit. I mean, 7's already on the go, but... but I mean, it makes 117 million dollars. I mean, I would have put it in the 80 to 90 range just based on the fact that it was a holiday weekend. The week before, Star Trek only made 75 million, which was really surprising.
Yeah.
I was shocked by that, to be honest with you. And then The Hangover Part 3 pulled in 50 million, which, when you get another movie that makes 100 million and then you get another movie that makes 50, that's pretty good. And Star Trek pulls in 47. So overall, Hollywood had a huge weekend and they're really happy.
Yeah.
But when you look at it, it's like, I just don't know how. I guess more guys out there want to see, fast muscle cars and The Rock and what's his name kicking the shit out of people than anything else. So
I think we're collectively getting stupider.
Well, I don't
absolutely. Absolutely.
They said I just heard a thing on the radio today. The cumulative IQ of the country is down 14 points from 10 years ago.
Yeah, we're getting stupider, and I blame social media.
Well, they said I also blame too that smarter people are waiting longer to have kids, and stupid people are just having more kids, aka idiocracy.
Yeah.
So
definitely,
anyway.
The idiocracy is happening, people. It's starting, and it started 10 years ago, apparently.
Right about the time the internet started.
Oh God, help us
Anyway.
all.
The Wolverine could get an R rating. Evidently, rumors have been floating around on more than one website that its initial rating came back as an R. that of which, if they stick with it and they don't re-edit it, will be very difficult for this movie to hit any kind of numbers because a lot of its core audience won't be able to go see it.